Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw. Montgomery. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he spins through. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
To throw on 2nd down, Montgomery looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Gets past one man. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Good move. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Montgomery. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Montgomery. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Folded that nigga, G.
The type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Fold that nigga, G.
Incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try and at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Play action. Montgomery. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
If that was going to be a boost stick and they didn't let me hit that, dude, I'd have killed these.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down.
Wow, that was my fault.
It's a big-time play there.
Wiggity, wiggity, my fault.
68 yards.
I should have left it the way it was.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. The dangerous Hill now to return. Uses the spin. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Montgomery rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
This dude.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so.
Khalil Macaroon
getting to the quarterback, but he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll get it into enemy territory.
Good
just
shit,
across
Meredith.
midfield at the 49. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off-play action. Montgomery. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
That's my fault.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely.
Yeah, my fault.
What reason? What's going on out there? It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Trubisky lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, Montgomery. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for up. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Montgomery. He's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And it's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky on the move to his left. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Looking, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
There you go. You see it? You see it? Hey, 18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
A toss running left. It's Howard, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively.
And got his man complete. The 30, 10, touchdown. T.J. Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Twisting away. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look good. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looking to throw. Montgomery. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. He can't get him down. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short. They go play action. Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
From the gun, Montgomery. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery gets it to Meredith, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Flex round! Ohio!
Again, it's Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Operating from the gun. Montgomery out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come on, let's go!
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Montgomery. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gotta go, gotta go!
On 1st down, Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
180!
Trubisky will throw. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Montgomery. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Red's up! Red's up!
Here's Trubisky. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Montgomery. And the grab by Croft. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So second and 9. All 11 probably crashing the line here.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Flex round! Flex round!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hands up!
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Again, this is Kamara. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm losing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.